The bright lights of New York, and the brightest light of them all tonight, Yankee Stadium. As we come from the south to Yankee Stadium, at game time, the official temperature 51 degrees. Gotta believe the weatherman took that from his living room. It appears to be colder. A crisp night, a beautiful night, and what a shot from our helicopter live as we get ready for Game 4 of the 1976 World Series. The National League champions, the Cincinnati Reds, versus the American League champions, the New York Yankees. A crisp night here in New York at Yankee Stadium, and as you look at that table, I think that pretty well says it for the first 3 games. The important statistic, the averages. Look at Cincinnati, 327 a team average, the Yankees only 222. The earned run average, 2 for the Cincinnati Reds, 4.91 for the New York Yankees.
Before we get to the action, let's have a look at the starting lineups for both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now direct your attention to Commissioner Kuhn's box, situated at the home plate side of the Yankee dugout, where the first ceremonial pitch will be thrown out by the longtime voice of the New York Yankees, Mel Allen.
Mel Allen, and anyone that ever heard his voice, he could put excitement into just saying hello. Nobody could do it like him, Phil.
No way. He is the one and only voice of the Yankees, and he had it all. You know, I broke in under him, Joe, and a stern taskmaster. And I think that's one reason every time I'd make a mistake, he'd pick it up right on the spot. So I never made it again.
He taught you well.
My mother didn't like it. Because he got on me, but...
There you see Mel Allen with Commissioner Bowie Kuhn. Mel, longtime voice of the Yankees, still considered by many the voice of the Yankees, thrown out the ceremonial first pitch as we get ready for Game 4 here. The umpires for tonight's game, Bill Deegan will be behind the plate from the American League. Bruce Fleming, a happy little guy, looks like Spanky. First base. Second base, Davy Phillips. Lee Wire will be at third base. Lou DeMuro, left field line, and Billy Williams will be in right field. DeMuro and Billy Williams from Brooklyn, New York. Bill Deegan, born in Camden, New Jersey. Fleming, Milwaukee. Davy Phillips from St. Louis, Missouri. Lee Wire, Imlay City, Michigan. Boy, they have really spread around, though. Wire's in Decatur, Georgia. DeMuro lives in Tucson. Billy Williams, Belmar, New Jersey. Deegan's in California. Fleming in Brown Deer, Wisconsin, and Davy Phillips, Lake St. Louis. There's Figueroa, who will be the starting pitcher for the Yankees.
Figueroa, the top winner for the Yankees this year, might have been the most consistent pitcher all year long. A lot of people ask Billy Martin, why not Holtzman? Why not coming back with Hunter? Well, we asked Billy Martin why he is starting for this important 4th game. The man on the mound right now in that quadrant, Ed Figueroa.
Number one, because he deserves to start in the World Series, because he's one of my best pitchers on my staff. If I have to go to the whole bullpen tonight, I will. But Figueroa has done a great job for me, and I'm very proud of him.
There was a word he used there that I liked. He deserved to start.
He really did, Joe. And I tell you, he had a lot of pressure on him. The last 2 games of the regular season, they televised back to Puerto Rico, and he would have been the first Puerto Rican to have won 20 games in the big leagues. And Tony, he tried too hard. You know what happens when you try too hard. The slider doesn't slide and the curve doesn't break. So I think he's about due. In his last 4 starts, he hasn't won. So I think the averages are in his favor.
He last pitched on October 13th. That's the 5th game of the playoffs. He allowed 4 runs, 8 hits in 7 innings. He also started the 2nd game of the playoffs. He lost 7-2. How about that?
Little hex. They're trying to, was that a chicken? A rooster? Little voodoo. Somebody threw a rooster out from behind the Reds dugout.
off in Game 4 is Pete Rose. Pete is leading it off. Ready to go. Did he bunt? No, says third base umpire Lee Wire. Rose is 2 for 11. Down the left field line, a fair ball. This will be extra bases. 2-base hit, ground rule double. That was 2-base hit all the way for Rose.
And I was just going to say, Joe, the Yankees have kept Rose and Griffey off the bases early in the ball game, and they were the men that was supposed to get on and score a lot of runs. Now they're getting on, so it's going to make it that much tougher for the Yankees.
Well, here is Griffey.
Heard you talking to Joe before the ball game and the little spot you did, Phil, talking about the great execution, the power, the speed, all those combinations. Here they've got a chance right now to see if Griffey either drags a bunt or pulls the ball and get Pete to third with less than 2 outs.
He's pulled Nettles into third.
Looked like he was going to bunt on that one. Is he a pretty good bunter, Tony?
Excellent. Nettles is in no man's land, isn't he, guys?
He sure is.
If he comes in too quick, Rose will come down. Right
2. He's got that swing, Phil, with his speed. He chops it in the dirt, and he takes off running. We've seen him beat out balls already in this series. You got to play him shallow, and then he hits it by you.
This could be a big play in the ball game as far as the Yankees to pick up their morale.
Tried to pull it foul. Count remains a strike 2. Front of home plate looks like it's been pretty well soaked with Figueroa pitching, a sinker ball pitcher. If he hits that artificial surface swing, he's liable to get some grub worms there. It's pretty soft. Two-strike pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's nothing wrong with it. A groundskeeper can help you. If you have a sinker ball pitcher, obviously he's going to pitch low, a lot of ground balls, so you slow it up, and you slow the ball up to 2 or 3 feet in front of home plate. So what you do is just wet it down a little bit. Got a ball club that can bunt. Just put an extra coat on the foul line to hold the ball in. Bouncing ball. Rose is going to go to third. They got a shot. They got him trapped. And now he's motioning for Griffey to move over. They may have a double play. Missed him, but he's out. Out of the baseline. Says the second base umpire, Davey Phillips. And so the Cincinnati Reds, for the first time this series, pulled the rock.
Let's look at it again. Not too good a base running by Pete Rose. Stanley very alertly gets the runner. Now they do the right thing as opposed to the other day. Look at Pete signaling for Griffey to come over. That's it. One throw, they got him, and they've got Griffey hung up.
Now nobody went over to cover first base had he gone back.
He's got 3 feet from the line of the tag there, and he went farther than that. Phillips called him out.
Hey, I tell you, that could pick the Yankees up for the first time in the series.
There is Joe Morgan. Strike 1. I tell you, that looked like a fire drill on a rainy day. Everybody was moving. If you're scoring, that play went 6-5-3-4. Rose was trying to coach Griffey to come on over there. But Nettles made the play perfectly. As Tony pointed out, 1 tag, and then they got Griffey. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Phil, Figueroa, the hardest throw on your staff? Starting pitchers?
Oh, yes, absolutely. This year, Catfish was last year, but he didn't have, he had trouble with his arm this year, a little tendonitis.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Ball game just getting started. Chambliss surrounds it. Takes it himself, and the inning is over. So we go to the bottom half of the first. Cincinnati nothing. Yankees coming to bat. There you see Gary Nolan, 15-9 in 1976, a 3.46 earned run average. He was 15-9 in 1975.
How about his control, Joe?
Great control. He's had exceptional control in each of the last 2 seasons, leading the regular National League starters each year with an average of only 1.2 walks per 9 innings. Even better average in 1976. Only 27 base on balls, including 3 intentionals in 239 innings. And here comes Rose in again, moving in closer.
He's closer than ever.
He really is.
Every ball game he's moved another step or 2 in on Rivers. Let's see if Rivers tries to peck it by him or goes to swinging like he should.
Look at that. He's right in on top of him. Foul ball. Upper deck.
Maybe Billy Martin had a little talk with Rivers. Rivers can whip the bat like that. And I tell you, that Foster's playing very shallow in left. Mick has hit many balls one hop off that left field wall.
He's opened his stance, Phil.
Yes, he has.
He's facing the pitcher more than he was the other games. Curveball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Pete Rose gets any closer, he'll have to put pinstripes on. 2 balls and 1 strike. I tell you something, watching him play that close, you either have to have a lot of confidence or a good insurance man. Look at him.
No way a line drive that he can protect himself if it's right at him.
Popped up. Pete Rose and Concepcion. Now Concepcion takes charge. 1 out. This telecast is authorized under television rights granted by Major League Baseball solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, reproduction, retransmission for commercial or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is prohibited. Here's Roy White. He's 2 for 10. Joe Morgan bobbles it in time. 2 up, 2 down. That statistic we showed you earlier really tells a story. As a team, the Yankees are hitting .222, the Cincinnati Reds .327. Thurman Munson. Munson is 5 for 13. He has 5 hits. Chambliss has 4. 2 leading hitters. No score, bottom of the first. Munson almost needs a building permit when he goes in there, doesn't he?
He's built like a fire plug, that's for sure. You know, Tony, that was interesting what he said, and I heard him on the interviews they had about being embarrassed, not wanting to be embarrassed.
1 ball, 1 strike. Thurman Munson. Gary Nolan.
Some consider Nolan the best pitcher on this staff. He has an excellent straight change curveball, and the kind of guy when you start looking for it, he throws the fastball right by you.
2 balls and a strike to count.
One thing he's got, Phil, you've seen it around this park a long time. He can keep the ball away from you, whether you're right or left-handed hitter, make you hit to the big part of the ballpark. That's part of Nolan's success. He had a lot of home runs off him, but because he doesn't walk many, they don't usually cost him ball games.
Out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, one thing you know, if he pitches Munson out there, he'll go with it.
Billy Martin.
Fatten him up over the winter.
Phil, I saw him. I started saying in the clubhouse he was going into the sauna. Boy, he looks like he could use a trip to summer camp.
He is really thin.
He is really down. And he lost all that weight winning. Off the handle, it may drop in there. Morgan gives it a chase. It's a base hit for Munson. A blooper for Munson.
Well, the Yankees have been talking about all the bloopers the Reds have been getting off them, so they dunk one in there.
see what Morgan said about that, though? He said, yeah, we've been hitting those 370-foot bloopers. Here is Chambliss. Chambliss 4 for 12 in this series. No score, bottom of the first. Ball one.
The Yankees have been looking for somebody to pop one early to get them out ahead in one of these ball games. Give their pitchers a little break. Not so much pressure on their defense either.
That's a base hit, left center field. Munson is rounding second. He's digging hard. They're going to try to score him. Here comes the throw. 1-0 New York.
I tell you, this is a different ball game. This is the way the Yankees played all year.
You get a chance right now to see Munson, the terrific break he gets off first base. He didn't need a coach on this. Right now he picks up his coach, Dick Hauser. Geronimo, in spite of his strong arm, did not give Davey Concepcion a good relay throw. It was a hopper to him. Here comes Geronimo's throw. Look at that. Geronimo's arm's usually stronger than that. A little bit offline, setting up on that cutoff play. They took the indirect route, Phil.
Yep.
Good hustle by Thurman.
The Yankees, for the first time in this series, have taken the lead 1-0. Chambliss is on at second with the double, and Carlos May is the batter. May is 0 for 6. Dick Hauser, the third base coach, really had him coming all the way. Munson able to score from first. Not many catchers can do that. This crowd looking for something to root about. They got it early. Up the middle. Concepcion, a fine play to throw in time. What a play. Saved the run, took a base hit away. Dave Concepcion. So at the end of an inning, it's New York 1, Cincinnati 0. As we look live at a beautiful sight, Empire State Building right smack dab in the middle of beautiful New York. Bring you the local boy, the scooter, Phil Rizzuto.
Yep. Pretty soon we'll be seeing King Kong again up on the Empire State Building. They're bringing that movie back.
Smearing it with bananas, huh?
Yeah. All right, here's Joe Morgan ready to lead off. Joe bounced out to first his first time up. And the Yankees know they got to keep this man off the bases. One nothing, the Yankees lead. Strike one. One of them. Just inside. 2 balls and a strike. One.
When we see that shot right there of how well he controls the strike zone, I know I've said it before, but Cecil Upshaw has the best description. His eyeballs are just not that far from the ball, even on the low pitch. He can really control it. He's so compact.
That is a great shot when you get this close up and see Joe's eyes. Really looks him over. Well, he's on, and now the Yankees. I tell you, this guy upsets the whole infield. You know, Tony, when you used to get a fast man on first.
You cheat a little bit more at second base or shortstop, get a little bit closer to the bag. It opens up a hole. Third baseman comes in on occasion. He's doing a little grounds work down there. He's marking off his spot, kicking away some soft dirt at first base. He measures that lead, Phil. I've never seen anybody like him.
I know. Well,
13 feet off a right-hander, 15 feet off a left-hander, almost to the inch.
Figueroa's got to do that. Maybe quick pitch once in a while with Tony Perez up. Perez bounced to first his first time up. Yanks lead 1-0, top of the fourth. Nobody out. Line to left center. Rivers, though, is going to get it. And Morgan, well, look at the long throw by Mickey. That's the best, almost over the head of Chambliss. That's the best throw Rivers has made all year.
Morgan at first base, when he takes his lead, he just looks at the pitcher and very defiantly, and he says, here's the throw of Rivers. Even he uncorked it. Just to finish up, Morgan always says some pitchers give him trouble, but nobody can stop him.
Ooh, looked like Munson wanted to pitch out there, didn't it?
He started out.
A little low for a pitch out. Dreesen flied to left field his first time up. And Morgan, if he's going to steal, will steal with that left-hand batter up there. There he goes. And Munson doesn't even throw, and it's a good thing he didn't. What a jump he had.
He had about 4 steps, and Figueroa still had the ball.
Right. You know, every...
Morgan says he does it on quickness. There it is.
Oh, look at
2,
this.
3, 4. He had 4 steps, and Figueroa had the ball.
He does it with a quick start. He says he doesn't have the speed once he gets going like Brock or Cedeno. So he's got to get a good quick jump.
All right, Morgan's 2 for 2, and there's a pop-up, and Thurman Munson. He's one of the best on these. And Thurman's got it 2 away. And Morgan, 2 out of 2 in stolen bases, but there are 2 out now. And George Foster, who walked and was caught stealing in the 2nd inning. Very seldom see George smile, but he's smiling now. Tell me, this guy's really built.
Power, speed. He's about the most low-key guy you'll ever meet.
Ball 1.
30-inch waist.
Oh, it's like Charlie Keller.
I think I was in the 4th grade the last time I had a 30-inch waist.
Line, base hit to left field, and Morgan will score. It's a tie ball game. White will not even throw to the plate, and Foster hit that so hard. Stanley thought he was going to get it. Look at Stanley, hands on his hips. It just took off.
Another instance of the speed of this ball club. White doesn't even try, so they've cut off a run defensively when Concepcion made a good play. And now with the speed on the stolen base and the good jump off second base by Morgan, they tie it up.
Well, at Foster's 4th RBI of the series, you can see why he led the National League in runs batted in.
Well, that was a great shot we had on the replay, because you saw it come off the bat, and you saw how close Stanley came.
Yep, game of inches. So it's all tied at 1-1, and Johnny Bench the batter. Johnny popped to second base his first time up. Ball 1. Well, Joe Morgan stole a run there with the help of a base hit by Foster. It's got to be frustrating to a catcher, Joe, like Munson, when a guy like that gets a break.
Just wish you had a police whistle and pull him over and check his driver's license. The only way you're going to stop him.
1-1. Each team with 1 run and each team with 3 base hits. Oh, that's gone if it's fair. Hit the screen for a home run. Johnny Bench has just put the Reds out in front 3-1. And Figueroa got that ball where I thought was a good spot, up and in. But as Tony said, Bench's new style of aiming that bat at the pitcher, he timed it beautifully.
I don't know if that was a fastball or a breaking ball. It looked like he was trying to get it in, Phil, but it didn't look like it had a lot of stuff on it like previous fastballs. It may have even been a hanging slider. There's that big, tall foul pole, both corners in Yankee Stadium. A lot of arguments before they put those up.
Geronimo singled and stole a base. Oh, quickly the Reds are out in front, 3-1. One amount. One ball, 2 strikes.
Cary
Joe
Grant.
DeRocio and Cary Grant, gray-haired gentleman.
Very serious there. In the hole. I don't know whether Stanley will get him. He's going to get him. A good play by the chicken, Fred Stanley. 3 runs for the Reds. And now at the end of 3.5, it's Cincinnati 3, the Yankees 1.
Well, tomorrow, should there be a game necessary, a game 5 starts at 6 o'clock. There'll not be a baseball world. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, game 5. And I want you to mark down Friday, October 29th, Bob Hope's World of Comedy. As Bob begins his 27th year on NBC TV, a 2-hour special featuring the best of the comedy sketches from the past quarter century. Jack Benny, George Burns. And Sunday night, you fans in Cincinnati will see Johnny Bench sing Bad Boy Leroy Brown, Pearl Bailey, Roy Clark, Hope.
All right, Nettles grounds one to right center field. Morgan overshifted on him. So Nettles bounces right back with the Yankees trailing 3-1. Greg at first base. That's the 4th hit for the Yankees. And now Oscar Gamble. The Reds lead 3-1.
27 years of jokes.
Oh, and he gets better every time.
He's something.
Got the greatest monologue I've ever heard. And look at Oscar Gamble. By the way, Joe and Tony, myself, Harry Coyle, Roy Hammerman all want to say hello to Jack Murphy, the Yankee television director for so many years for Yankee games right here at Yankee Stadium, watching the game down in Florida. Swing and a miss by Oscar. Gamble popped to third his first time up. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th as the Yankees try to get back in the ball game. Bouncer. And Perez goes to second. And he drops the ball. Everybody's safe. And this is something we haven't seen the Reds do all series. That's the second error in this ball game. And one by Morgan, one by Concepcion.
Perez threw the ball across the path of the base runner, Nettles. Watch this. It may have blocked Davies' view, one of those sinkers. He gave the target inside, and then he might have lost it. The ball came over the shoulder of Nettles.
I think when Nettles throws his arms up, Tony, watch this. Right there. He blocked it.
Once that runner gets between you, boys, like that throw from the outfield, it's tough. That's a great shot. You saw what Concepcion was up against.
Now Willie Randolph. Let's see if Billy Martin has them bunting here. Nobody out. Willie, an excellent bunter. He fly to center his first time up. Nope, hitting away on that pitch. It's low, ball 1. Rose is not in at third. He's barely in on the infield grass. There's Pete. Concepcion and Morgan have shortened up. Nobody out. 1-1. Gary Nolan.
Barbone and Billingham. Billingham is the man closest to him. Look
Oh,
out.
they got Nettles picked off. And got him at third base, and for some reason Nettles did not slide. I think he would have been safe if he'd have slid.
You're right, Phil. If he had gotten down, Pete Rose is standing straight up. He may have had a chance. This is a tough play when you're trying to get a good jump off second base. The guy either bunts through it. Good play by Davey also.
I don't think he'd have beat it,
No,
guys.
he
That
wouldn't
ball
have.
was there.
Pete was looking to be bowled over. He was just steadying himself.
Pete was ready for a 3rd and 2 play.
Right. Yep. Well, Willie Randolph having his problems. 2 for 17 in the playoffs and 1 for 11 in the series. And they called that pitch a strike, so there's 1 out. Strike 3. That ball had to just nip the corner. And Randolph called out, and quickly there are 2 outs now.
Breaking ball. Here it is. Where he caught it, it wasn't a strike, but where it crossed the plate, it probably was. Last 2 innings, for the first time in the series, Cincinnati's given some things to the Yankees they haven't taken advantage of.
Nope. Fred Stanley, who walked, takes a ball.
If they put a string on every gift, they give it to you and they take it away. They give you an air, zip, they pick you off.
Well,
they gave you an air last night, Zachary picks Rivers off. They got every gift tied onto a string.
Hit to right field, but right there is Griffey and makes the catch. So nothing across, and at the end of 4 innings, it's the Reds 3, the Yankees 1. I never saw one like that. Field hates Pete Rose.
Passaic loves him.
Concepcion wants Deegan to look at the umpire at the ball. On deck, Pete Rose. Concepcion walked his first time up. 3-1, the Reds are leading here in the top of the 5th. First 3 games, the Yankees didn't get any breaks here. They've had 2 or 3 breaks, but haven't been able to take advantage of it. A bouncer. And Nettles throws him out. 1 away. That might have been tough in Cincinnati. That ball might have bounced over his head, Tony. Pete has double a left and bounced into a force play. Strike 1. Left field, and Roy White is there. It's 2 away. Tough left field there at the stadium, but Roy plays it very well. And now Ken Griffey. Bounced into a very unusual double play as we look at that big left field area out there that Roy has to cover. And that was thrown out on a good play. Smash off Figueroa's glove, and Randolph threw him out. Strike 1. They've handled Griffey very well. Just 1 hit so far. Whoa! Back in the crowd. 0-2.
There's just no rest for a pitcher, is there, with this ball club? With the DH, 9 hitters, 9 runners.
Yeah, look like 0-2. Foul the changeup back into the crowd. Last inning it looked like Figueroa was out of the jam. Morgan on second and 2 out. Single and a homer. And the Reds are out in front 3-1. Just got a piece of it. Two out, nobody on. Nettles makes the catch. So they're down in order, and now at the end of 4.5, it's the Reds 3 and the Yankees 1.
Well, you see Robert L. Housem, the president of the Cincinnati Reds. Next to him is Mr. Lewis Nippert, who is chairman. I'll say one thing for old Bob. The weatherman said it was 51 degrees. You couldn't prove it by him.
All right, Mickey Rivers to lead it off. Mick has popped to short, fly to left. Cincinnati gave the Yankees 2 big breaks in the 3rd and 4th inning. Oh, he fooled them on that change. It's unbelievable that Rose can take that bat away from Rivers the way he's done this whole series. Gonna have to put blinkers on Mickey so he doesn't look at Rose. He tried to slap that by him and it was in on him.
He's just made him change his hitting style completely, hasn't he? Just forced him into it, psyched him out.
Yeah, Pete's laughing. He knows it. He's gotten away with it for the whole series. Still 0-2.
They know Rivers swings at a lot of bad pitches. In the scouting report, they said throw him some change-ups, make sure they're bad pitches. He'll go after almost anything near the strike zone. And this kid could hit 340, 350 if he laid off bad pitches.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a little looper that's going to drop in. How do you like that? Tell you, the Yankees getting every break imaginable tonight, but they've got to take advantage of it sooner or later. Yankees have had 3 bloopers tonight.
Straight change of pace. Rivers fooled, but he had enough left to just dink it out in right center field, or right field.
All right, Roy White has bounced to second and fly to right. See the great year he had batting left-handed, hit 320. Right-handed, he had an off year.
He's a natural right-handed hitter. I asked him about switching. He said all the kids in our neighborhood switch hit. He said it was the thing to do. We played Ted Williams one day, Joe DiMaggio the next day. That must have been a tough lineup.
Rivers back. Speaking of switch hitters, it's Mickey Mantle. Was 45 on Wednesday, and Whitey Ford 48 today. One ball on Roy White. Nobody out. Reds lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. I don't think Nolan throws anything down the heart of the plate.
Quite a story, Phil. A couple of years ago, they thought he might never pitch again. Something troubling his right shoulder. They say every ball game the last year and a half, he's gotten a little bit faster.
During the year, Mickey would steal. Billy would let him steal even though the Yankees were behind. Nope. Right to George Foster in shallow left. 1 man out. Yeah, that'll bring up Thurman Munson. I tell you, he and Chambliss have been doing it all for the Yankees in this series. 2 for 2 in this game. I scored the Yankees' only run. That was back in the 1st inning. Thurman was really great. They interviewed him for about 45 minutes. Reporters throwing all kinds of questions at him. One man out. There goes Rivers. Oh, no, Mickey that time really got a running jump, and I tell you, Nolan never came to a stop that time. He came down and pitched right away. Watch this.
Let's watch Mickey. Nolan with that high knee kick. I don't know who can run faster than this guy once he gets in full gear. Bench made a perfect throw, but he just outran the ball.
Yep.
Here he comes right at you. This is what you'd see if you're taking the throw down at second base.
With that first shot that we had, you could count the steps, and you can't give the guy 4 steps and still hold the ball and throw him out. Even Johnny Bench can't do that.
And that was the first Yankees steal of the series. 1-1 to Munson now. I believe that breaks Johnny Bench's streak of throwing men out in playoffs and World Series. First steal in 26 consecutive games. Postseason game. All right, 1 out. 3-1, the Reds are leading here in the bottom of the 5th. And Munson gets another base hit. And Rivers will score. It is 3-2. And Munson has, along with Chambliss, been the whole Yankee attack. Thurman Munson has got that golden bat tonight.
Joe Morgan, Phil, very mad at himself. He was kicking the dirt. He took a couple of steps to his left, just as the ball was pitched. Gary Nolan got a little too much of the plate. Munson hit it up the middle.
Munson now 8 hits and 16 at bats. There it is, 3-2 Cincinnati, and Chris Chambliss, who doubled a drive in Munson in the first and reached on an error in the third. 1 out. And line to left center field, but Foster's right there. Boy, did they play him perfectly. 2 out. Gary Nolan, who looks so sharp tonight, making his 7th World Series start. You look at Pedro Bourbon and Jack Billingham. Nolan is 0-2 in World Series competition. And a very high earned run average, 5.54. All right, Carlos May. Well, he's hit the ball hard twice. Concepcion robbed him of a base hit, and then he lined to Foster in left with the bases loaded. Munson's a pretty good base runner if Billy wants to turn him loose. Right at Morgan. Throws him out, but the Yankees pick up a run on 2 base hits, and now at the end of 5, it's the Reds 3, the Yankees 2.
What a beautiful shot as our helicopter and our cameraman have been getting great shots all night. You're looking at Times Square. New Year's Eve. The music of Guy Lombardo, and here it is tonight. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, game 4. It'll be Rivers, White, and Munson for the New York Yankees. Cincinnati 3, New York 2.
Phil, with Rose playing Rivers so close the entire series, he may take the bunt away from down in that area, but does he ever drag in the direction of the second baseman and beat the pitcher?
I don't
over?
understand
Or
it.
get the first baseman to feel the ball and beat the pitcher with the
Nope,
bag?
I haven't seen him do it once all year.
Well, he ought to learn that. I know
really
he's taking
should.
some bunting lessons from you in spring training.
Mickey Rivers popping shortstop in the first, fly to left in the third, single, stole a base and scored in the 5th. Rose comes in. You'd almost want to describe it as a 3-man line. Low. Strike. One strike on Mickey Rivers. Cincinnati bullpen busy. One ball, 1 strike. Gary Nolan has gone all the way. He's allowed the Yankees 2 runs, 7 hits. Figueroa, 3 runs, 6 hits. Popped up behind the plate comes Johnny Bench and reaches into the stands, almost makes the play. He really hit that hard. He about made that play. He knew exactly where that wall was. Now watch once you get there, really reach in there. He's into the 2nd row. With that glove, it's almost like a first baseman's mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look at the umpire pursuing the play to see if there was going to be fan interference or see if he caught it cleanly. Good hustle by Deegan. What a try by Bench.
He had a great catch of that guy's ear.
Yeah.
Johnny Bench. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball, left center field. Geronimo going over, so is Foster. Foster makes the play. Rivers is out.
Bullpen keeps going for Cincinnati. Billingham, number 43, McEnany, now the left-hander, has replaced Pedro Borbon. Sparky knows the value of a short left-handed relief man in this park.
Roy White bounced second to first in the first inning, flied to right in the third, flied to left in the fifth. Ball one. Cincinnati 3, New York 2, bottom of the seventh. One out, nobody on. Ball two. Thurman Munson, the on-deck batter. He is 3 for 3. He has scored a run. He has driven in a run. Oh. 2 balls in the strike. Foul ball. Elston Howard makes the play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cincinnati 3, New York 2, bottom of the seventh. Shallow center field. Geronimo coming hard, makes the play. Two outs, and here is Thurman Munson. Should get a nice hand from this crowd. Munson singled and scored in the first inning. Scored from first on a double by Chambliss. Singled in the third inning and drove in a run in the fifth when he singled to center field to drive in Mickey Rivers.
The 2 catchers have had a bunch of hits between them. Munson's got 8. Bench got 7.
One. Munson has 5 consecutive hits. The series record is 6. Goose Goslin did it in 1924 for the Washington Senators against Pittsburgh. Did it over 3 games, 1-4-1. Big time at bat for Thurman. Foul. 2 quick strikes. It's the first time he's tried to pull the ball. Nobody on base.
Yep.
Nolan now. Yeah, excuse me, Phil. He's getting that changeup or breaking ball a little bit more inside part of the plate.
If you're wondering why the pitchers are walking around a lot, they're blowing in their hands, and I don't know who started the rule, but you can't do it on the mound. You must do it off the mound. I don't know. I guess Good Housekeeping did that.
I could never understand that rule.
What's the difference with the way you do it? Foul. There's Yogi Berra, Billy Martin, Gene Monahan, the trainer. Sparky Anderson. Gary Nolan walks around the mound, leading by a run, Cincinnati. 3-2, bottom of the seventh. The 2 catchers are leading in hits. Munson has 8, Bench has 7. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's got to be considered one of the best hitters in the American League with 2 strikes on him, Thurman Munson.
He does protect the plate.
He's got that ability to fight off pitches high and tight.
Line foul.
Like that. Fight him off, hit him foul him back, and then they get one over the plate and he can drill it to right field, as he has so often in this series. See where Gary Nolan is? That's okay.
does that on the mound, it's a ball. Up the middle, a base hit. Munson has just tied Goose Goslin. He's got his 4th base hit of the night. And he joins 120 other guys, I guess, with 4 hits in the game. Munson continues his tremendous hitting.
That's 6 in a row, right?
Sparky's going to go to the left-hander with Chambliss, May, Nettles, and Gamble coming up. He's giving the call to McEnany.
Yeah, he goes with the percentages, Tony.
Oh, he does. He's a guy that McEnany's been a forgotten man this year. He's pitched poorly. He gave a good relief job earlier. He's coming in again.
There you see McEnany. 4 hits in the game, 35 times it's been done. Munson does it tonight, and there's a break in the action here at New York with the score, Cincinnati 3, New York 2. The house that Ruth built, and with Munson tying a record, when you talk about records at Yankee Stadium, you must talk about the Bambino. There he is, a home run, a familiar scene. Lou Gehrig will be at the plate. And boy, he knows what to do when he hits the home runs. There is Lou Gehrig to greet him. How many times that happened? Will McEnany in relief of Nolan, so no National League pitcher has been able to pitch a World Series complete game since Blast of the Pirates in that final game in '71 against the Orioles. 30 games in a row with no complete game. Munson, who ties Goose Goslin with 6 consecutive hits and joins 35 others and having 4 hits in a World Series game. There you see him. That list includes really got some great names.
Joe Garagiola.
Yeah, but some of the good players like Freddie Lindstrom, Max Carey, Mel Ott, Joe Medwick, Hank Greenberg, Ripper Collins, Bill Dickey, Stan Hack, Charlie Keller, Wally Moses, Enos Slaughter, Kurowski, Monty Irvin, Vic Wertz, Gilliam, Mantle, Wills, Brock, Robinson, Jackson, Staub. Only 2 guys didn't do it. Were you 2 guys?
We were defense.
So Munson is on at first. 2 men out, and Chris Chambliss is the batter against Will McEnany. 3-2, Cincinnati leading, bottom of the 7th. Didn't mean to swing, bouncing ball to Morgan. That ends the inning. 1 pitch. McEnany gets the job done at the end of 7. Cincinnati 3, New York 2. There it is from our helicopter live, Yankee Stadium, and this is the 76th World Series game played at Yankee Stadium. It started in 1923. Top of the 8th. Bright lights of New York. Cincinnati leading 3-2.
Figueroa's pitched well. He'd like to get that 1 pitch back that he threw in the 4th inning to bench. The 2-run home run got a little inside. There you tell where the statistics on Figueroa.
Should Cincinnati win, of course, it's all over. Should the Yankees pull it out, we'll be back here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Pete Rose, he's 1 for 3. He doubled in the 1st inning. Ball 1. 3 for 14 in the World Series. Left center field, Mickey Rivers taking charge. Makes the play, and there's 1 away. Rose flies to Rivers. Brings up Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 3. 1 for 15 in the series. Top of the 8th, Cincinnati 3, New York 2. Strike. Figueroa has gone all the way for New York. He's allowed 6 hits, 1 a home run, a 2-run homer by Johnny Bench in the 4th. Bunted, going to be a tough play for Nettles. They're going to let it roll. It rolls foul. Good play by Greg Nettles.
That's snow in the home field. Sparky Lyle, you wonder with Rivers' speed, they don't tailor those lines in a little bit.
Well, he doesn't put that much, as you mentioned, Tony, even down third.
There you see Sparky Lyle in the bullpen.
If there is a game tomorrow, it'll be at 6 o'clock, as Joe's mentioned many times. I don't think Billy Martin is named as starter. Some say Holtzman, some say Hunter.
You have to wait and see, I guess, Tom. 2-strike pitch. Tapped in front of the plate. Munson's going to make the play, and he does. Griffey is out. Munson to Chambliss.
Thurman, like Bench, pops out from behind home plate very quickly. Well, it wasn't that quick that time. Griffey thought it might go foul. He hesitated. You got two of the best in the business behind home plate today, guys.
Yes,
in this World Series.
So there are 2 away, and here is Joe Morgan. Morgan bounced out in the first, walked, stole a base, and scored, and then singled. It's a strike. 5 for 14 in the World Series. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball misses. 2 balls and a strike. In the 8th, Cincinnati leading 3-2. Ed Figueroa. Nolan started for Cincinnati. McEnany has come on. Deep to right center field. Rivers going to have room. Makes the play. So it's 1-2-3 for Cincinnati in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cincinnati 3, New York 2. Yankee Stadium from above. Cincinnati leading 3-2, bottom of the 8th, and Billy Martin has gone to his bench. Lou Piniella, who is 3 for 8 in this series, will pinch hit for Carlos May. Will McEnany came on to get Chambliss to end the 7th inning. Ball 1. Greg Nettles, the on-deck batter. Line drive, left field. Foster is there. Boy, he makes that outfield really look easy.
He does. And every time the Yankees hit the ball on the nose, somebody catches it.
Here is Nettles. Nettles bounced out in the 2nd inning, singled it right in the 4th, had a base hit in the 6th. Strike. Three for 12. Greg Nettles in the series. Takes it low, 1-1. Cincinnati 3, New York 2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Moves him back. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody on, 1 man out. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. Nettles draws the base on balls. And just as McEnany delivered the pitch, Concepcion moved behind the bag. They had overshifted. McEnany walks Greg Nettles, and it brings up Oscar Gamble.
Raleigh Eastwick has begun to throw now for Cincinnati.
Gamble popped to the 3rd baseman in the 2nd inning, safe on an error in the 4th, and popped to the 2nd baseman in the 6th. 3-2, Cincinnati leading in the bottom of the 8th. Left field, George Foster going back. He's there. 2 outs.
It's a perfect outfield for Cincinnati's speed. Any of those long fly balls or line drive, with the speed they have, they can just outrun and run all day long.
They've done it throughout the whole series.
Their pitchers have been able to take advantage of the park, keeping the ball away. Tough situation, making them hit to the deep part of the park.
When you go into a park, as you well know, guys, you always say, which is the outfield where I can get the most outs? And here it's from right center to left center. Big park. Randolph, strike 1. You play them a certain way, and your pitchers have to pitch them, so they hit that way. Cincinnati pitching has been able to do that. Bouncing ball to Concepcion. He's got it to Morgan. The force is on. That ends the inning. So at the end of 8 complete innings, Cincinnati 3, New York 2. It'll be Perez, Dreesen, and Foster in the top of the 9th against Figueroa, who has gone all the way. Cincinnati 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. The Yankees 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Looking ahead, the bottom of the 9th for New York, it'll be Mason or a pinch hitter, Rivers and White. Perez bounced out. Chambliss unassisted in the 2nd inning, lined to center field in the 4th, bounced out 3rd to 1st in the 6th. 5 for 16 in the World Series. Affectionately called Dog, top dog. Strike. Billy Martin is down to 3 outs. Sparky Anderson 3 outs away from back-to-back championships. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 9th, Cincinnati leading by a run. Hot smash, foul ball. Tony Kubek is headed for the Cincinnati clubhouse. Should they win, we will, as always, been doing it for 30 years now, we'll cover the winning clubhouse. 1 ball and 2 strikes, Tony Perez. That's the first time as we look at Morgan, Johnny Bench, Sparky Anderson. First time that Figueroa, I believe, shook Munson off, Phil.
Mm-hmm. You very seldom shake Munson off.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 9th, Cincinnati leading 3-2. They thought they had it, and Munson complains about it, as you can see. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Too close to take with 2 strikes.
Take a pitch like that, you're usually just fooled.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Martin chipping in. You see Gene Michaels on the headset. Brody Tebbetts, Carl Keir, Clyde King setting the defense with the walkie-talkie as the ball is fouled off. A lot of the Cincinnati players are CB fans. I think Johnny is Sidewinder, Johnny Bench. Mike Lum is Hawaiian Punch.
That's the stick, Gene Michael.
There you see Michael. Oh, I wish Broderick Crawford would say hello to him. Ball 4. Perez draws the base on balls. That's a 4th walk. Given up by Figueroa. It brings up Dreesen, who flied to left in the 2nd inning, fouled to the catcher in the 4th, popped to the 2nd baseman in the 6th. 0 for 3. The designated hitters, that really tells the story. Cincinnati 357, the Yankees .070. And Sparky said he doesn't like the designated hitter. And after having used him, he thinks less of it. Yankee designated hitters haven't even hit the area code.
Nope. Did well during the season, but not in the series.
Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Perez is at first base. 3-2, Cincinnati leading, top of the 9th. It's Mason or a pinch hitter, Rivers and White for the Yankees in the bottom half of the 9th. 2 balls and a strike. Munson won't throw the ball back. Figueroa has to motion for it. He's John with Bill Deegan. They're going at it pretty good. Foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Usually you're pretty good if you keep your head out towards center field. Munson right now is shaking his head. He's letting Deegan have it a little bit. As long as you don't show the umpire up, you're in pretty good shape. Two-two pitch. Gets away from Munson. It heads for the dugout, misses it, and Perez stops at second. It's a wild pitch charged to Figueroa. Here's the pitch. Looked like a breaking ball. Thurman tried to backhand it, couldn't find it for a minute.
Every time you throw the curve that breaks away, it bounces the other way, Joe, doesn't it? On
Sure does. It's a play you just have to practice in spring training, boy, and you hate it. Lee Wyer's calling time. Bruce Fleming is calling time now at first base. They got some jawing going on. Billy Martin and Fleming.
Oh, he threw Martin out.
Here we go. Bottom of the 9th inning, and now Fleming is going after with Martin.
I tell you, I thought in the World Series you had to have a little patience. Something a lot of the Yankee ball players have said, Joe, they're not taking anything away from the American League umpires, but they figure the American League umpires don't want to make it look like they're giving the Yankees any breaks. And so a lot of the close calls have gone against the Yankees.
Billy Martin ejected. Earl Weaver was thrown out by Shag Crawford in 1969. And now Billy Martin has just been launched. It's kind of a, I'd have to say, a unique time. Nothing was really happening. It was a wild pitch. Perez went to second, and Wire at third base pointed to the dugout. Then Fromming pressed the button, and Billy was gone. Foul tip. There is Fleming, gone. Now here comes Billy. You're going to throw me out, you're going to hear my whole speech. And if you could read lips, you know what Fleming said. That was rated X.
I think Billy was still arguing over that pitch that Deegan called a ball on Perez.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Perez is at second. Cincinnati's leading 3-2. We're in the top of the 9th. Ball 4. Dreesen draws the walk. And here comes Yogi, who obviously is running the club with Billy Martin having been ejected. Yogi getting a standing ovation from this crowd.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't love Yogi.
Well, if they Figueroa get a big hand, should. Listen. The Yankee bench really congratulating Figueroa, who did a tremendous job. The line score on him, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. There's a break in the action as we wait for the new Yankee pitcher here in New York with the scores Cincinnati 3, New York 2. Straight away center field. Perez is tagging up, and so is the base runner Dreesen at first. Rivers makes the play. Perez is heading for third. The throw is not in time. So they get Foster, but they pick up a base. One out. Dreesen remains at first. Johnny Bench is the hitter. Bench popped to the second baseman in the third. Hit a 2-run homer in the fourth and fly to right in the seventh. Dick Tidrow. Second series game. He pitched 2 scoreless innings in the first game. His first game. Dreesen's at first, Perez is at third. Deep to left field. Roy White going way back, leaps and home run. It's a home run. They've signaled home run. Even though Roy White, the left field umpire, Lou DeMuro, has signaled a home run, so Johnny Bench has just hit his second home run of the night, a 3-run homer, and the Cincinnati Reds now lead 6-2. Roy White really gave that ball a chase, and here it is.
White has made many plays like this, Joe, during the year. He's got a way of timing his leap. But it did not hit his glove. You saw it hit the fan there and then come back on the field.
He quickly chased the ball. Here's another angle from our center field camera. Look at him find the wall, get above the fence. You see the ball hit the fan, but Lou DeMuro, the umpire left field, ruled home run immediately. We get a gust of wind here. Boy, that's blowing a lot of the fans right out of the ballpark, along with Johnny Bench's 3-run homer. Johnny Bench.
Just about wrapped it up for Bench to be the hero of this series.
What a series he's had. Geronimo fouls it off. 2 home runs by Bench in this game ties a record for a National League player. There you see him. 8 for 15 he's had in this series. Fouled out of play. Both catchers have hit well. Johnny Bench really productive. He has driven in 5 of the 6 runs. Foster drove in the other one for Cincinnati. Out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3 runs are in. Johnny Bench jumped on the first pitch. A line shot. Roy White really gave it a chase. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on, 3 runs in. Cincinnati 6, New York 2, top of the ninth. Hot smash, base hit, extra bases for Geronimo. It's a 2-base hit. Van came up with the ball, so it's a ground rule double. Geronimo is on at second. And here is Dave Concepcion. Concepcion walked into third, bounced out, third to first in the 5th, single to center in the 7th. He's a long way from that plate. Sidewinding Tidrow has backed him up a bit. One strike.
And that Concepcion got stepped on by Randolph, bothering him in the left hand.
Got him right at the fingernail. Fair ball. It's extra bases. Geronimo will come to score as the fan grabs that ball, and Geronimo has himself a double. It's a 7-2 ball game, and here comes Yogi once again. So the Cincinnati Reds really putting it on ice here in the top of the ninth. Johnny Bench, a 3-run homer. Concepcion has just driven in another run, and it's 7-2. Tidrow is being replaced. The Yankees jumped out in front in their bottom half of the first when, after 2 were out, Sparky Lyle looks like he's going to be the new pitcher. Munson singled, and that was to be the first of 4 hits. Munson singled, and Chambliss double to left center field. Then the Reds came back with 3 in the 4th, a walk to Morgan. He stole second. Perez lined out, Dreesen fouled out, and then Foster with 2 outs, single to left to drive in Morgan to tie it up, and Johnny Bench hit a 2-run homer. That made it a 3-1 ball game. Bench has just hit a big home run here in the 9th inning. They've scored 4. We've got a break in the action here. We're in the top of the 9th, 7-2 Cincinnati. And we'll pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network. A live shot from our helicopter. And Phil, I know you've seen this stadium from a lot of angles, but tonight, watching this, you're seeing it from a different one.
It's a beautiful angle, although there's not much happiness even from the air as there is from the booth here for Yankee fans.
Phil, we'll be right back after this message. Sparky Lyle. Certainly our thanks to National League Blake Cullen, the public relations director. Dick Wagner, vice president of Cincinnati. Jim Ferguson, the publicity director. Roger Rule, promotion director. For the Yankees, Cedric Tallis, the vice president. And Marty Appel, publicity. And Barry Landers, promotion director, for all the help they've given us. Bob Fisher of the American League. As Pete Rose takes his strike. Strike 2. Two strikes, 1 out. That's Concepcion at second base, 7-2. Cincinnati leading. Right at Randolph, he's got it. Flips to Chambliss. Rose is out. Concepcion moves to third. Thanks to Commissioner Bowie Kuhn, Johnny Johnson, Joe Reichler, Bob Weirs, Director of Information, Dave Meister, Director of Radio and TV. Many people involved in a World Series, but right now it's Cincinnati and the Yankees. Cincinnati, bouncing ball. Griffey, out. Chambliss unassisted. That ends the 9th inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati 7, New York 2. Bottom of the 9th inning. Cincinnati out in front by the score of 7-2. Otto Velez has come out of the Yankee dugout. He'll be the pinch hitter against Will McEnany. Velez is batting for Mason. Johnny Bench, tremendous night. 2-run homer in the 4th, a 3-run homer in the 9th. There he is, a franchise. Out of Velez. Out of play, strike one. One ball, one strike. Gary Nolan started. Will McEnany came on in the 7th inning. Foul back. One ball, two strikes. Cincinnati 7, New York 2. Bottom of the 9th, game 4. Velez is out on strikes, a curveball. McEnany gets his first strikeout. One out, and it brings up Mickey Rivers. Still trying to hit it past Rose. Needless to say, Rose is right on his doorstep as we look at the Cincinnati dugout. They're poised, ready for the victory celebration. One strike to count. Two youngsters fighting for that foul ball down there. That's why time is being called. Oh, they got him back in the stands. Right to Pete Rose. He got him. The one ball he hit hard, and Pete Rose was there. Mickey Rivers finally lines one at Rose, and what do you think, Phil?
He caught it.
It's right there. 2 outs, and the Yankees are down to their last out. Roy White. If Roy White should get on, it'll give Munson a chance to be the first player ever to get 5 hits in the game. He's already gotten 4. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 7-2, bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati leading. This could be it, left field. George Foster, Geronimo Foster makes the catch. That's it. The Cincinnati Reds win the World Series in 4 straight. It was a sweep. The final score, Cincinnati 7, the New York Yankees 2. And the Cincinnati Reds win their 4th World Championship. They won in 1919, 1940, 1975, and 1976, becoming the first National League team to win in consecutive years since the New York Giants did it 1921 and 1922.
Sparky Anderson, congratulations. The president of the club, Bob Hausum, the chairman of the ball club, Mr. Lewis Nippert, congratulations to y'all. And Mr. Commissioner, I'm going to let you do the honors.
All right. Tony, I'm very proud on behalf of professional baseball to present to Gus and to Bob and to Sparky and to this great championship team of Reds. The first team to win 2 consecutive World Championships in the National League since 1921-22. A truly great team, beautiful trophy, emblematic of this team and what you've achieved. Congratulations to you all on behalf of everybody in baseball.
Let the boss speak.
There you go.
All right, let me get over here. This is the chairman of the board of the Cincinnati Reds, Mr. Lewis Nippert. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Well, it's a great satisfaction to say the least, and we're very happy for the team to put up the show they did, and the team here in New York gave us a good go of it.
Mr. Nippert, I see your wife give you a little peck. You've got all lipstick over your face. Congratulations. Bob Hausum, the president of the ball club.
Well, Tony, this was one I wanted more than anything because I think that you may only see the last balanced teams of baseball, and I wanted it so bad because this was a great club and they worked so hard, and Sparky and his coaches did such a great job.
Bob, and you did it in such style. You proved that your pitching staff that you helped put together with some trades and bringing them through the farm system, it's been maligned, but it's been a good pitching staff. It showed in this series.
They did a fine job. I think everybody did a great job for us, all 25. They helped us win, and it takes 25, Tony, as you know, when you played.
And it's more difficult to repeat. Commissioner Sparky Anderson, I want to get a word from Sparky. Congratulations, Spark.
Tony, thank you. But the proudest I think I am of this club is they showed that you can have class and pride and still be world champions. You don't have to be madmen and the different kind. This club here is the greatest club that's come down the pike for one reason. They got more class than any other baseball team has ever had.
There's one guy shows the way, and that's you, Sparky. Thank you so much. Commissioner, any final words? Johnny Bench with 2 big home runs. Baseball commissioner? All right. Thank you, sir. Johnny, what a way to have a World Series after somewhat of a disappointing year. Fantastic. 2 home runs.
What a way to make a year. That made it, Tony. You know, Mom and Dad out there, and I know they're excited as I am. I think in all my years, this is probably the biggest thrill I've had.
All right, John. We're going to have you take a look and tell us about the home run that you hit, the second home run.
Well, I thought he was going to throw me a fastball running in on me. I was where the play, and it looked like it was a slider. I really stayed with it. I wanted to hit the ball in the air somewhere and try to get that run in because I really didn't feel safe with a 1-run lead at that point.
Johnny, Rivers didn't get on base to try and challenge your arm. Every time somebody did, you gunned them out. The Yankee ball club struggled along, but your pitching staff, to me, is the thing that was so important, I know, to you guys in this ball club.
Well, they didn't get the credit. I knew they could do the job. I really wanted to play them down as much as I could because sometimes when you don't give a guy enough credit, you really don't look for that much. And these guys, Gary Nolan, you know, what a story, and Gullett, you know, it's just, you can go down the line, Tony, but this is just one great effort. I've never really enjoyed anything as much as I have tonight.
John, I don't know if you've heard this or not. Our producer, Roy Hammond, just gave me the word. You were named most valuable player of the 1976.